Bowl. Like
So suck it.
He's delivered on the can-do part of the scouting report, and you're telling me that even after having 6 sacks last year as a defensive tackle, that he's not a top 100 player? Like, come on, bro.
For a guy who's been consistent and didn't have help on that defensive line for years. I remember when they drafted Gaines Adams, R.I.P. Yeah, it didn't go well. They drafted Adrian Claiborne, didn't go well.
And this one hurts me to say it, but I'm going to say it since we basically made a career off slandering this dude. But it's all good. Alex Smith. How is Alex Smith not on the list? You're telling me Alex Smith is not a top 100 player? You're telling me Jimmy Garoppolo is better than him? You're telling me...
Shout out to Jalen Ramsey for calling that out.
You're telling me Clinton Dixon is a better player than Alex Smith?
It's just Clinton Dix.
Whatever. The point is, this whole top 100...
shout out to Jackie. She said it's just fireworks. Whew.
Oh, okay, cool. We all good. Anyways,
about to say.
NFL Top 100 is voted by the players, and clearly players don't know shit or they're just biased. So I don't want to hear the whole narrative of like, you never played sports to media people and like, oh, you don't know the game because y'all is suck. Like, let's be real.
Maybe there's just a lot of ass kissers in the NFL.
Y'all top 100 list sucks.
It's trash. I'm going to come up with a better one. So there.
To be determined.
Nah, in like 2 days.
And the fact that Calais Campbell's so high, like the fact that Calais Campbell's higher than Khalil Mack really grinds my gears. Because let's not hide the fact that he's playing with, I don't know,
other guys
the Golden State Warriors of
defensive
NFL
lines.
Defenses. Like, what the hell? Yo. Seriously? You got like typecasted, career dominant, elite players for like specific roles. Like you have Marcel Darius, who's a Pro Bowl defensive tackle, just coming in for run situations.
And he actually
you have Dante Fowler, who's a supreme athlete, just as a third down rusher. Like, bro, come on.
Telvin Smith, who deserved to be higher on this list as far as I'm concerned, and the Raiders passed on Telvin Smith too. Yeah, I'm petty. I'm mad about it. There. Anybody else before I tag in this one?
We already talked about Mike Evans. I don't know.
Mike Evans is a top 5 receiver, yet nowhere on here.
What's up with big receivers, man? Are they going extinct?
Nah, they're just not respected.
Like outside of Julio and Mike Evans,
it's small receivers are respected.
It's a small receiver game now,
like, because they get more catches. But it's like if somebody threw the ball 100 times to Mike Evans, I'm pretty sure he'd have 15
even Mike
touchdowns.
Evans isn't at the same level as Julio or Calvin Johnson. So it's
That's fine.
It's like we're seeing that even AJ Green, like AJ Green's too high on this list for me.
AJ Green's
he's been hurt.
Overrated.
He's been hurt the past couple of years.
AJ Green, I never thought he was better than
Don't
Julio
disrespect
Jones.
AJ Green.
You straight up said Julio Jones was going to be a bust. I was like, no, Julio Jones is real. That man ran a 4.35.
Yeah, that was because I had a bad narrative about Alabama players, but it's all good.
He was like the best receiver prospect to ever come out of Alabama, and he ran like a 4.37 with a broken foot. Nah, homie. Better than AJ Green. That's been solved.
Yeah, that's been solved like 2 years ago when he went to the Super Bowl.
When he had like almost 2,000 yards receiving by himself. I don't even think did he have 10 touchdowns that year? Matt Ryan don't get him the ball enough. Matt Ryan owes Julio Jones some money. That's all I'm going to say. But I had a problem with the list for the sheer fact that a lot of guys didn't play the whole year and were on the list. And a certain cornerback out of Buffalo who went to LSU, who went 27th overall in the draft, who the Raiders should have picked instead of Garyon Conley. Tre'Davious White had literally almost an all-pro-esque year if you look at his numbers. For a rookie, he had some of the lowest completion percentages. I think he was like top 3, top 4. Had 4 picks, played on special teams, and he didn't kill Robert Gronkowski for that dirty-ass move he did. Let Gronkowski have done that to me. Dog, you don't get to walk again. Like, I'm doing you the way Dame Dash did Lee Daniels, except no one's going to ever hear from you ever again. Shout out to Aaron Hernandez and his teammate getting his girlfriend pregnant.
They
didn't really know each other.
We'll talk more about NFL bodies coming up soon.
Yeah.
On Touchdowns and Tangents.
But no.
Don't
Cam
forget-
Chancellor was on this list somehow, even though he missed 7 games. J.J. Watt was on this list, even though he shouldn't have been. Derek Carr was trash most of the year and shouldn't have been on this list. As high as he was.
Okay.
Put him on the list.
Slap you.
But
We were about to fight. Like, really. I was about to go down.
You would have lost, but it's cool. Like, Tre'Davious White should have been on the list. Damn.
Deion Jones.
Yeah,
another champion of you.
Deion Jones should have been on the list. Dude, I'm spacing out on this name. Terrell Suggs and Eric Weddle. There we go. Terrell Suggs.
Too damn old.
No, Terrell Suggs
Those
played
old
great
heads,
this year.
fuck
He
outta
had
here.
over 10 sacks.
Kawan Short didn't
Should've
make
been-
the list. I
Raiders
guess
also passed on him.
NFL has no love for defensive tackles, apparently.
Because he went to
Or
Purdue.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They hate defensive. They don't want Purdue defensive players to be successful.
Levante David also wasn't on the list.
But Levante David's I just have a problem with there weren't, because if you break down really the best players at every position, I just don't see how some like Jimmy G shouldn't be on this list. Mark Ingram.
There's no.
Mark Ingram, I guess.
Listen,
he
man.
kind of deserves to be on the list.
I don't know any 49ers people out there, but if you're listening or if you know someone listening,
Joe Staley should have been on the list.
Go ahead and have him call in 323-900
Sean Thomas, I know you're out. Sean Thomas, I know you're out there.
78 and try to explain to me why Alex Smith another former 49er, why Jimmy Garoppolo is a top 100 player, because I don't see it. There's no way you can explain it to me. I don't want to hear it because it's false, and you all know it.
And Aaron Donald is way better than Todd Gurley. Sorry. Like, guess what?
Khalil Mack should not be number 16.
Calais Campbell is a lifetime 3 technique who's too damn big. No, to play. He played defensive end for the Cardinals forever, and was always on that 8 to 9 sack threshold for, usually for a 3-4 defensive end, technically a 5 technique. For years, 8 sacks was excellent, but in his case, he essentially bumped down to playing defensive tackle for the Jaguars, and had hella sacks because you can't double team a guy who's 6'8" and has a great motor and is freakishly strong, and that's kind of hard to block. And then Malik Jackson does his thing.
And a player, as you mentioned, injured players were on this list, so why wasn't David Johnson?
David Johnson is like the 3rd best. I think when healthy, it is David Johnson. I would take David Johnson over Le'Veon Bell, because David Johnson does things Le'Veon Bell wishes he could do. David Johnson, yes, was a former wide receiver. Returned kicks, has kick return touchdowns under his belt in the NFL, as well as scoring 20 touchdowns the year before he got hurt, and almost taking the league by storm. Like, he is one of the best players in the league, and even the game he got hurt where he broke his wrist, he was balling out that game too. He should be on the list.
What about some other people that you think should be ranked higher, or some people that you think were ranked too low? Which, by the way, you can see this full list on NFL.com.
Carson Wentz was ranked
network
way too high.
/top 100.
Drew Brees is the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, bro. You can't tell
outside
me
of Aaron
Carson
Rodgers.
Wentz is the 3rd best player in the NFL. Because I know.
Is that you?
Yeah, probably. Sorry.
Fam. Wow. Just
NFL Network ads, man.
shame on you.
Anyways, Carson Wentz is not a top 5 NFL player.
I don't care if he was on pace to win MVP and he
Derek
broke a bunch
Carr
of,
wasn't a top 5 NFL player when he had a breakout year in 2016.
and Tre'Davious White wasn't on this list, but he was one of the best cornerbacks in football out of Buffalo. I just don't understand how you don't. Like, Marshawn Lattimore was like 83. There was not a better rookie corner besides Marshawn Lattimore than Tre'Davious White. I just don't get it. I don't get how you don't even put him on the list. And some of the cats on this list didn't even play the whole season. It was trash.
And Alvin Kamara is a top 20 player, but he was the number 2 back on his team. Can we talk about that?
He was a game-breaking back, though.
I get it, but a top 20 player in the whole entire NFL.
Bro, he almost beat the Rams by himself. Do you not remember that long-ass touchdown he had on that screen pass? I think he had a punt return, too. He took a shite on several defenses. And he probably would have had 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving had he gotten more touches. That's the scary thing, only as a rookie. So he deserved to be on this list. I'm not putting him that high. I think Khalil Mack is better than Von Miller. Straight up.
All right, here's another one that's ranked way too damn low.
Joe Staley should
be
on
again,
this list,
if you have
Lane
a
Johnson
problem
should
with
be
this,
higher.
KB knows I hate call-ins, but if you want to call in, you can call in. 323-900-0478.
323-900-0478.
For all you Rams fans out there listening.
Yes, Jackie, that means you too.
Jared Goff is no way better than Derek Carr. He never has been, and he never will be.
Was he 38? That's way too high, in my opinion.
Jared Goff was a 38 after being one of the worst rookie quarterbacks we've ever seen and having a breakout second year. Props to him. I like Jared Goff. Don't get me wrong. But he's not the 38th best player in the league. He's not better than Alex Smith.
Where do you think
he's not better than Derek Carr?
Okay.
He's not better. Bruh, he's not even better than Case Keenum. And the fact that Case Keenum is ranked above Derek Carr really grinds my gears.
Wait, I didn't actually pick that up, but damn, that is true. Was Xavier Rhodes on this list?
Yeah, he was. He's actually above Derek Carr. He's 55. I'm looking at 51 through 60. Bruh, Ezekiel Elliott is 54. You're telling me Jared Goff is better than Ezekiel Elliott. You're telling me you NFL players would take Jared Goff over Ezekiel Elliott. Come on, bruh.
Tom Brady should not be.
I don't even think Jared Goff would take himself over Ezekiel Elliott.
I really don't think he would either.
And Leonard Fournette's above Derek Carr, too, even though he missed some time. So.
I would put Leonard Fournette over Derek Carr. He means more to that offense.
Even though he has a 1A? Even though he has a third down back?
No, he doesn't. He can catch the ball. That's the same thing they had against Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson
but they had a third down back.
Yeah, they used T.J. Yeldon and what's his face?
Another big running
shoeless,
back for no reason.
Denard Robertson. That's not his fault. They don't want to burn him out, but he can play. But yeah, Carson Wentz being that high is disrespectful. Drew Brees honestly is better than Tom Brady, always has been as far as I'm concerned. He's one of the 3 greatest quarterbacks of all time.
What I want to know...
You cannot tell me on a down... Bro, he completed 72% of his passes. He set his own NFL record like twice.
Bro,
how is Drew Brees not top 5?
Is Darius Slay on this list?
Darius Slay deserved it. He led the league in picks.
Is he on this list?
The Raiders passed on him too. Yeah, he is.
I didn't see him.
He's on this list.
Marcus Peters is 79. I think he should be higher.
He had a down year, but yeah.
What I want to know is...
Should Todd Gurley be 6? Shout out to Jackie and her question.
I don't know about that.
Should he be top 10?
I think he's definitely in that top 15 range. So I wouldn't put him higher than 6. I would probably put him a little bit lower, probably like 10, 11, 12. But that's only because I devalue running backs just overall as a position. Because
and that's foul. That's why I hope Le'Veon gets over $10 million.
That's
hopefully
a good.
14.
But in Gurley's defense, unlike Fournette, he doesn't have a third down back. He doesn't even have a backup.
They have their backups are trash. Malcolm Brown. What did I tell you about Texas players, man? Like Connor Williams might be something, but they took a picture of Connor Williams and Dallas Schultz, and you can't tell which one's an offensive lineman and who's the tight end. It's scary. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like I need methodology. Like I need to know.
How is Carson Wentz ranked ahead of Aaron Donald?
I need to know what players are actually voting for this, because clearly it's
somebody's agent.
Clearly it's younger players because of how they're valuing players like Carson Wentz and Jared Goff. And I'm guessing it doesn't really make a lot of sense because I don't know how they're phrasing the questions or how they're having people rank them, but there's no consistency. There's players who were injured who are on the list. There's players who had down years last year who are on the list. There are players who were consistent who aren't on the list. So it's like
Everson Griffin's better than Calais Campbell.
Is it a lifetime achievement thing? Is it a 1-year career thing? What what is this